The statement says, the very purpose and main function of education is the development of an all-round and well-balanced personality of students, so that we don't need to read any further at the moment. We might be able to skip it completely. We are talking about the very purpose and main function of education. The subject here primarily is education. The given statement is general enough and the statements around blank one are general enough to have this statement in blank one. But we see that it is not very appropriate because the specific subject of the statement before and after blank one are both value education, while in the given statement, in the question statement, we are only talking about education. So one is not a very appropriate choice. Let's see if we can find a better choice. The statement before two, this says, in the words of John Dewey, value education means primarily to prize, to esteem, to appraise, holding it dear, and also the act of passing judgment upon the nature and amount of its value as compared with something else. Then we state the very purpose and main function of education, which fits because it is kind of an extension of what we have said in the previous statement. But the stronger connection comes with the later statement, the statement after blank two. But nowadays, more emphasis is unduly laid on knowledge-based and information-oriented education. We see that again, we have the common subject, education, not value education, but a different type, knowledge-based and information-oriented education. So from the general education, we have gone to a specific other type of education, which means that two is an appropriate choice. We can qualify two, and by comparison, we find that one is weaker, so we can eliminate one. If you look at blank three, that also does not work because we have the mention of unduly laid attention on knowledge-based and information-oriented education, and the resultant, the adverse effect of that is seen in the statement after three. As a result, the other aspect of their personality, like physical, emotional, social, and spiritual, are not properly developed in providing for the growth of attitudes, habits, values, skills, and interests among the pupils. So we find that the statements around three, before and after three, are very strongly connected to each other. So we cannot place the given statement in blank three. Option three is eliminated. Blank four comes at the end. Now, after we have stated the adverse effects of a specific type of education, we cannot, by the general to specific rule, go back to the very purpose and main function of education, which is much more general as compared to the statement before blank four. So blank four is also inadequate. We can eliminate it. The correct answer is option two.